All right, B is bearing single leg up row cross mount. You may want to use this against an opponent who has bigger legs, or he tends to keep his legs wider. Okay, it's hard to get that grip. So what I'm doing here, everything is, the setup is same nearly on this, with the exception that one arm, whichever leg you pick, picking his right leg, my left arm is swiveling around. Just like this, across the waistline. I get that same wrist grab, that hook, no thumb. At the same time, going down to the flat top part of my feet. Spread the knees out, wheel them in, just like this. From here, lean forward, go back to the toes, and then up row to a stack. From here, I press in on that leg, maintain cohesion. As soon as I feel that his legs touch the ground, I release that grip. Arm goes around the back of his head, and I scoot around to a cross line. Just like this. Let's get this one. So here, on the knees, on the toes, arms are riding his legs. I'm watching what he's doing. Single leg. When I pick his right leg, my left arm swivels around, across his waistline, get this grip on my wrist. At the same time, going to the top part of my feet, reel him in, lean forward, back to the toes to get leverage. From here, stack him up, turn to that leg that you grab. As soon as you feel his leg touch the ground, you're releasing the arm, going around his neck. That allows you to scoot around to a cross mount. All right. Next we have C, duck under to a cross mount. Now what's happening here is I don't feel comfortable with either the duck under or the single leg, the double or the single leg. I'm going to attempt to do a duck under. Now this is probably one of my favorites here. Very workable. What I'm going to do, again, I'm on both knees, on my toes. I'm going to pick a leg and do just what the technique says, duck under. Both arms are going through, palms to the mat. Just like this, I'm going to pick his left leg. Just like this. And notice my head is almost all the way to the floor. From here, pressing in and turning the corner. Now once I turn the corner, as I'm doing that, this arm's coming around to the other side to help me get to a cross mount. Just like this. Okay? So again, riding those legs. I'm going to try the duck under. Arms are going through. Head is going to the floor. The back of my neck is against his leg. Okay? It's kind of it's a nice little fit there. So from here, I'm pressing in, turning the corner. This arm goes around the other side. Helps me get to an ankle cross mount. It deals with a couple of high open guard techniques. We're going to go now with number 2, and it's a mid-level open guard. And from here, you still have the options of a high, so don't forget about those. But there are a couple of things here you want to think about. If your opponent is wearing sweats or gi pants, whatever it may be, there's a really good pass here. It's a knee grasp. So, right here, grabbing at the knees, at the same time popping up with a wide stance and maintaining base. So from here, what I'm doing is getting his balance off, getting his direction off. I'm hopping around, moving around, just like this. Once I feel him get off center line, I'll show you what center line is in a minute, I take advantage of that. So his hips get off center line with me, that's when I make my move. I'm taking straight arms out, maintaining, grasping the knees. From here, get chest cohesion. Alright? And same as before. Release, go around the head, allows you to scoot to a cross mount. So from here, what I mean about center line, when I get in this position, he wants to maintain center line. He wants to keep his hips directed on me. If his hips follow me, he maintains position. It's when his hips get off, they're pointed this way, that's when I've got the advantage. So this may require you to hop around a little bit to get into position. Okay? So I'm going to this, pop up into the leg, get a good base, get that center line off of me, straighten the arms out, press the legs down, get cohesion with the chest, grab around the head, scoot into your cross mount. And we'll cross mount. Okay, B is duck under the cross mount. The same thing as before. The only difference is that you have to be a little quicker with this. Because his legs, again, they're mid-level. So if you're slow in reacting, he's going to take his legs down to the floor. You're going to miss out. So it's up to you to work on the speed of this, how much speed and power. So here, just like this. And the technique is the same as before. Just be a little faster with that. 3 is low open guard. Now, in this instance, I like to go back to the elbow knee crouch. Again, right in the legs. Legs are low this time. Perhaps he was afraid of the buried double or one of those techniques. Keeps the leg low. So in that instance, if I telegraph that, he's gone to a low open guard. I'm going back to this elbow knee crouch. So from here, taking my knee, which is up, and going across his body, okay? When my knee touches the ground, my chest, I go chest to chest, get cohesion, this leg, and swing it around, and I get a cross mount. Okay? I'll show you the details of the cross mount in a moment. So from here, I know it's a low ride. I'll go to the knee crouch. Again, what I'll do, knee goes over the top, touches, get cohesion, swing the leg around, and get a cross mount. Now, there's a chance here. Let's get this angle again. Your opponent's going to react, and there's a chance for you to go from defense to offense here. Knee guard. So, as I'm slipping this across, sometimes your opponent will raise that leg up. Okay, maybe it's just reaction. But here's our opportunity to go into an offensive move, a knee bar. So as it comes around, I'm swinging, and again, I'm going to give you the details of this later, but I'm swinging underneath, and I'm in a knee bar, okay? So keep that in mind, and think about that. I'll show you the details later. Next we have a knee grasp. again to the cross mount. Okay, that's the same as before. If it's a low, again, I can pop up just like this. And again, try to get that center line off of you by hopping around. We're back to that again, okay? I don't have to explain that. Now, C is a lower leg hug to a cross mount, again with a chance to go to offense. All this is, again, legs lying low. And what I may want to do, in this instance, I'm wrestling a guy with shorts on. I want to do a hug technique here. So I'm wrapping around and hugging his legs. Okay, I'm on my knees and on my toes, and that's all I'm doing. Grabbing those legs. Okay. Now from here, I use the same kind of technique I did with my arms. I'm looking to get his center line off. And instead of pushing with my arms this time, pushing with my shoulder. So as I grab those legs, I'm moving around, I'm pressing with my shoulder. Okay? From here, I still maintain cohesion. I'll release the grip. This arm that's my left arm, I have him on his right side. We'll go around, grab against his leg. I'll give you another angle to see what's happening on this side. Once I do that, we'll left arm out, the right arm comes out. I'll grab around the shoulder. And then from here, maintain cohesion. And hop up and scoot down for the cross mount. Okay? Again. Got a low ride going. I'm grabbing the legs. It's like this. From here, keep a nice hug going. I'm using my shoulder, okay, to get him on his side. From here, I'm releasing my grip. Left arm comes around, kind of braces against his leg on the ground. This arm, pull it out, go to the shoulder, and I scoot down and maintain the cross mount. Okay. Like that. Now it's an opportunity to go into again another leg lock. So what's happening? I've grabbed this leg, and to attempt this submission, I'm going to scoot down even further on his legs, just like this. Okay. Now from here, what I'm doing is I'm releasing my grip. I'll give you another angle. I'm releasing my grip, and I'm pulling one leg out, just like this. So I'm here, and again, he's not going to be laying flat like this. He's going to be up, moving around, trying to get out. So I'm going to release my grip, my hug, and then I'm going to slip in, just like this. Okay? So again, from this angle, scoot down the legs as far as possible, just below the calves. Keep the chest pressure on. Pull one arm out, slip in into a leg lock. Let's give him another angle. So what's happening here? Doing the lower leg hug. I scoot down just a bit further, just like this. Notice my legs are sprawled. Okay? Keeping cohesion on the legs. From here, pull up and slip in. Just like this. Alright? Pretty simple. I'll show you the details of the leg lock later. Alright, that deals with the high, the mid, the low open guards. And we'll be back with the rest of the techniques indeed. Now we're back with number 4, dorsal hook standing. Now I'll explain to you what a dorsal hook is. And Chris is going to be on the offense here. All a dorsal hook is using the top part of the foot, behind the leg, hooking the legs, or an arm in some instances. But in this instance, he's using to hook the legs, and It's a pretty strong offensive position, but how am I going to get by this? Well, I want to make him think about my legs, all right? Because in a ballistic push through, the arms are coming down on the thighs, I'm pushing them through, hips are thrusting out, and I'm going to the knees into the mount. But I can't calibrate that. So I have to make him think about the legs, okay? So I may be pulling in, going in circles, raising the legs up, making focus on this. Once I feel like I've got his focus on this, that's my time to react quickly, time is speed power. Push the legs through, thrust the hips out, down to the knees, into the mount, okay? So back up again, make them think about the legs. Once you've achieved that, palms on the legs, on the knees, push through, hips thrust out, down to the knees, into the mount. Moving, here, through, hips thrust out, down to the knees, into the mount. Just like that. Alright, B is knee grasp past the cross mount. We've done this earlier. In this position now, he's got his dorsal hooks in. Same as before, just like this. Now from here, again, if I telegraph this, even though I have to hold his knees, I'm still going to have to divert him to get a leg out. If I hold on and just try to lift, he can still ride regardless of whether I have his knees or not. So again, time with speed power and use diversion. So personally, I like to bring those knees together and then lift the leg up and back and get him through. Now from here, it doesn't matter if that one's in or not, I'm pressing down. Okay? So again, from here, knee grabs. You can think about those legs. From there. Then it's the same as before. Get cohesion, wrap the arm, scoot to the cross mount. Same as before. So again, moving around, do the knee grasp. Here, think about the legs. Pop the knees together. Ballistically get that leg back. Press down, cohesion. Scoot to the cross mount. Just like that. All right. Now, C is lower leg hug. Again, it's going back to that same technique as before that we covered in the last section. There's also an opportunity to go from defense to offense with that same slip to 11. So we're starting here again, and as I'm hugging those legs, I'm going to pop down to my knees, just like this. Okay, from here, same technique as before. Using the shoulder, get the cohesion, release the arms, and then scoot to your cross mount. Same as before. So if you're up, your dorsal hook, it's a basic hug, just like that. From here, drop to the knees, press to one side, using your shoulder, get cohesion, release the grip, get the arms in position, and scoot into your cross mount. Just like this. Okay? Just like that. Now, the leg lock is the same as before. Okay? I'll go over quickly, but I'm not spending time on this. Once you plank hug, dropping your knees, slipping down the lower part of the leg, get cohesion with the chest. From there, lift the leg up, slipping in, and you got your leg lock again. Okay, same as before, don't have to spend any time on that. Number 5 is dorsal hook while you're on your knees. Same as before, with the exception of on my knees. It's just using the top part of his foot in between my legs in this position. Still very effective. If he follows me with those hooks, you know, it's a very powerful position for him if he knows what he's doing. Now, how do we get by this? Well, A is knee grasp, pass to the cross knot. You're going to see these. It's a little bit redundant, but it's important for you to know this and see it in different positions. Knee grasp, cross knot. From here, again, don't telegraph your movements. If I telegraph it, you know, I'll break it down, segment it. He's going to see this happening. He's going to see me pop up. Now I'm here again. Okay? So from here, grabbing the knees,